everybody. Welcome to a college football Saturday. And first thing I see in my chat is King of Cleveland coming in here with the Let's Go Bucks. Boo. What's up, bro? Good to see you guys. Hope everybody has a great day. All fans are welcome in here at It's in the Blood. We love to take shots at everybody. We like to have a good time. We're going to hang out today and check out the football game. King, congratulations on your Browns the other day. A very nice win for you guys. Happy for you. And I think that this Ohio State Buckeye team presents the ultimate challenge for my upstart Indiana Hoosiers. And we're going to, as a Hoosier fan that has never been allowed, hasn't had the opportunity to sit back and enjoy Hoosier football being good, I'm going to enjoy this game today. I'm going to take it in. I feel like we're going to be competitive, and we're going to go out here and play with great effort. And if we come away and lose today, hopefully it'll be a very interesting, good game, and it doesn't ruin our season. But you know what? We've never had a season like this in my lifetime, so I'm going to enjoy my Hoosiers today. Hopefully we can take down the giant, which I feel is Ohio State, which is the perennial Big Ten great team. And let's go. They pulled out of here at about 20 minutes ago, and my internet came back up all at once. I was sitting here doing everything on my phone via the phone signal, trying to get set up. So I didn't get the setup that I was looking for today all the way done, but that's okay. We're going to hang out. And the Bungle Beagle, that's a very nice terminology there. Hold on a second. Let me fix one more thing that I haven't gotten to yet, and then we will talk about some foosball today. Make sure all of my extra audio is turned off. Let's see. There we go. The Rock has been packed for the Purdue game for like 2 months. Wow. And let's see what else we got. Man, my eyesight is horrible, dude. Let me clear that up. The real lasagna boy? Is that what it is? I don't know. I'll just call you Beagle, man, because Beagle looks really good. But no, dude, oh no, internet's a little sketchy. So we're going to see how this goes today. Forgive me if it fails. As everybody knows, we do not use live audio or video in here. You get to listen to my voice and look at my face. And we're getting ready for kickoff here in Columbus, Ohio, at the Shoe, which is probably one of my favorite college football venues in the country. Been there several times. Absolutely love the stadium. It's one of the toughest places in the nation to go and play. So everything's stacked against my Bengals today. So we're going to see what we have in store. And, you know, Curtis Rourke, who is on the screen right now, shows that we are 14 minutes from kickoff, which is crazy. I thought it was a 12 o'clock game. It's a great story. Kid was at the University of Ohio and ready to probably be a CFL quarterback going to the Canadian Football League. Gets the offer from Cignetti for the 1 year down here and comes in and has looked amazing. He looks the part of a nationally recognized quarterback. He looks like an NFL prospect, whether he will make it there or not. And I'm not sure how that works. Because I don't understand exactly what people are scouting these days for NFL, but to me, he looks like the right kind of guy to be an NFL quarterback. Maybe not a dominant one, of course, but you know, one of those guys that really knows the game and accepts it well. We will see today how well he does against this top-ranked Ohio State defense that's got more 4- and 5-star players on it than you can shake a stick at. Corso went against Brutus and picked Indiana. Hey, Sports Cat, I'll take that. We're going to take all the hype we can get. We're going to get out here today. We're going to yell, scream, cuss. I'm going to throw a fit at the TV today, and we'll see what happens. Yes. Kurt Signetti has came in not afraid of anything. And you know what? His mentality and the way that he's approached this has earned himself an extension. Indiana's serious about keeping him, serious about upgrading facilities, paying coaches. They are serious about being a top-tier college football program. And who can't be excited for that? Because we've sat here for decades in the Big Ten and just sit at the bottom and just cringed. I can't remember who it was I was listening to the other day, but just talking about how that we hope that we could win our non-conference slate, right? Win 3 games outside the conference, whatever it may be, or 2 games outside the conference, 3, whatever it may be, and then sneak a couple of Big Ten wins in there and maybe one little bit of an upset and get a bowl bid. And that was a good season for Indiana. 6 wins. I mean, now the bar has been raised so high in such a short period of time that most of us don't know how to handle what we've got in front of us. And what we have now is a coach that thinks that we can win it all. And if you got a coach out here that's taking these 2 and no-star recruits and making them believe that they can win the national championship, and then 10 games later, you're sitting there and, the 4th or 5th spot as far as the top 12 in the country and poised to go play in an expanded playoff, dude, there's nothing but excitement. Nothing but. I'm really fired up to not be at work first and foremost today, but just to be able to check this game out. I thought it was a 3:30 game. I thought I had more time than what I did this morning. Dude, that's cool. Grossi is, we'll talk about Tom for a second. Tom Grossi has put a lot of support for myself and Alex. When we got to hang out with him on his 30 for 30 tour, we had a great evening. The dude has always been top notch. He's always been super kind to us. And, if the difference that, we're not trying to be Grossi, but we're trying to put out a product where, that everybody that comes into the chat is important. That's cool. We want everybody to be a part of our channel, right? Our goal is to have the interaction and be able to, read the comments aloud. That's why when me and Alex are both here together, it's a little easier to go through the chat and just have conversations with the people that hang out with us, because it's a blessing to have you all here. Well, they really got I didn't really like that they pushed the start time back on this. I like to get in here, talk for a couple seconds, and then just get right into a good football game. But they're pumping this one up. But yeah, Tom Grossi has been nothing but cool to us for at least the last 3 years, and and we've met some great people through Grossi. So all the praise in the world goes out to Tom. If Alex was here, she would probably praise him even more. So what are the other big games today? Let's see. They've already started Miami and Wake Forest. Miami's in a must-win situation. Also, the University of Mississippi plays at Florida today. I feel that might be a challenge for them. They're in a must-win. Illinois and Rutgers are fighting for, better bowl bids. Georgia is at home today. Got a no-brainer. Tennessee's at home today. Texas gets UK today. Down with the Wild Kitties. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, there's a good one. I'm going to go ahead and call it right now. Penn State at Minnesota today. Penn State at Minnesota has the opportunity to be a really dandy of a football game. Oh my God, Oregon, yes, they should have lost at Wisconsin. Watched that game as well. Oregon, just scraped by. Honestly, if you want to know my personal opinion, I think that these these top four teams in the Big Ten are very, very close as far as all facets of the game. The only difference is that Indiana has not played any of these top four until today. And I think they're going to go out here today. They're going to perform at worst admirably and keep this game respectable. And I think at best they're going to sneak one. What's up, Kay? I'm really excited about BYU at Arizona State today. I feel like that one could be. And I just want Colorado to go to Kansas and lose. I feel like that would be something that would be worthwhile too. But Penn State at Minnesota, I think is going to be a game. I think Minnesota has a great opportunity there. Getting a little bit later into the evening, you got Army at Notre Dame, which I will probably watch. Let's see, no, not watching you. Iowa State at Utah could be a dinger. Texas A&M going to Auburn could be a trap game. Alabama at Oklahoma, I don't feel like so much. And then UNLV at LSU. Or no, that's San Jose. Never mind. Other than that, I feel like, let's see what else on this full scoreboard today. No, I think, oh, that's good. Exit. Oh, great. And just like that, I don't think they got my internet quite fixed today. Yeah, it's going to be a treat to see what this turns out like. Nobody really knows what we're going to get today. And Indiana, here's a good thing for Indiana. They're coming off a bye. Signetti's had some extra time to, really prepare for this game. And I feel like these kids are going to be ready to play. If they come in this first half and get a lead or keep this thing tight, and just that's going to start putting a little bit of pressure on Ohio State. And I want to see how they do today if they can get a little bit of a lead on these Buckeyes. I think this Ohio State team, I was looking at the numbers, they're extremely talented across the board. All positions, they've got considerably dominant, matchups. But this Indiana team has performed all season long. And Michigan has comparable talent on their team, maybe not the same coaching, but comparable talent. And they looked the part. They didn't look like kids that were playing beyond their ability and getting a little bit lucky. So as we sit here now, I know Ryan Day is his name's been that he's kind of on the hot seat. Lord only knows why. They do very well. On your way to Bama, not for a game, just for vacation. Where do you like to vacation in Alabama? Just curious. Down like on the Gulf shores, like by Mississippi, or where do you go? Yeah, the Gulf's nice down there. Well, that's one of the areas that we've got targeted for a vacation at some point. We haven't been, like we've done the Florida and Texas and New Orleans and stuff like that, but we haven't really looked like anywhere near. I know Gulf Shores is in Mississippi, I believe, and it's one of the places. And there you go. The CFP top 5. Oregon's 11-0. Ohio State. Texas is the only non-Big Ten team in there at 9-1. Penn State is ahead of Indiana at 9-1. And then there's the Hoosiers in 5th. Yeah, Biloxi, Foley, or Pensacola. I got friends in Pensacola, and I like it there. But there's a couple little islands out there off of Biloxi that I'd like to go to. I can't remember what the name of it is, Kay, but I looked at it. There's a really cool island. Or maybe it is Mobile. I'm not sure which. One of them. There's a little island out there that I want to go to. It's named after one of the New Orleans voodoo ladies, I think. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but that's all I can remember about it. Dauphine, that's it. Dauphine Island. Yep. And Miami strikes first against Wake Forest today. And Miami's in a win-win, need-to-win situation. So good for them. Cam Ward. It's paradise in Pensacola right now. I so desperately need a vacation, Kay. This year has been – my vacation resets at January 1, and I still have 15 days left that I haven't used this year, and I've only got like 30-some days to use it. Is it really where you're heading? Well, come back in and I don't know if I bet I didn't get it in the description today, but go to the description of one of our others. If you haven't yet, join our Discord and post some pictures because I'm really curious because the wife and I are wanting to go down there. So that would be amazing. Can Indiana stop Will Howard today? 24 touchdowns, most in the Big Ten. Sweet. Is this channel that you're on now? Is that your YouTube channel? Oh, I watched some of your stuff. I watched your early season awards video is the one I watched. It was really good. I love your style. Keep it up and you're going to be a superstar, man. I promise you. I just didn't recognize the name, but somehow I ended up on your channel. It was the midseason NFL awards. That's the one. In the old days, they used to let your vacation time be turned into cash if not used. Yeah. Okay, I've been really screwed over on that aspect over the last couple of years. And we're ready for kickoff. And Indiana's going to kick it off. And it's going to be short, retrieved at the 6. He's going to pull forward. He looks for a lane to run. He gets out. He's got room. Gets out to about the 24-yard line. And Ohio State will start there. 14:55 to go. And this game is underway. Will Howard, FBS rank for the season, completion percentage 2nd, pass efficiency 3rd, total touchdowns 8. Let's see if we can do something to stop him. Our defensive line has been really good this year. Kamara has been a huge surprise in there. Our linebacking crew can hit. Let's see if our corners can defend. And let's see if we can go back to stopping the run. Fisher calls the defense. Here we go. As Ohio State lines up in the eye with 2 wideouts to the right, they're going to go handoff, and he's got a few yards there. Looks like about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 8. You will have to pardon me that I do not know all the Buckeyes by name. Why would I ever want to? But we'll work on that as we go today. All right, back to pass for the first time. He hits his check down, and he's got a man that's open. He's nice open field tackle there. It's going to be another gain of 2, and it's going to be 3rd and 5, and the Hoosiers got an opportunity to get off the field here. but it is third and manageable for the Buckeyes. All right, here we go. Howard's in the gun. He's got 4 wideouts back to pass. Looking. Got time over the middle, and it's caught, but it's caught short. Well defended by Indiana, and it's going to bring up 4th down and about 2. And do they leave him on the field or do they punt? They are going to bring the punt unit out, and Indiana's defense has held on the first series, and we're going to get the ball, y'all. Got it to Ibuka, but what a nice tackle in open field to not let him turn and get the first down. Here we go for the punt. 4th down and 2. Snap is clean. Punt is clear. It's a nice punt. It's going to carry him back to the 18. He's got a lane to the outside, gets all the way out to about the 30 before he goes out of bounds. And Indiana is getting ready to come out on the field here at the shoe. Curtis Rourke, 12 consecutive starts, won for this 5th-year senior who's coming out here for his first big-time start at Ohio State. Let's see what he has. Let's see what goes down here on this first drive. As the fans are pretty rampant here at the shoe, everybody's standing and cheering. And just like every other Indiana fan, we're excited to see what we can do against the number 2 team in the country. It's going to call an audible, changes the play up the line of scrimmage, 13 on the play clock. Man in motion. There's the snap. That looked like an offsides, but we're not going to get a penalty flag. And he's going to get about 1.5 yards on the carry. Nice stop by the defense. All right, 2nd down and 9. Gain of 1 there. Looks like Indiana's going to go with the hurry up here. They're back to pass. Rourke's got time. And then my screen goes deep down the sidelines, and it is an incomplete pass. He just barely overthrows Price, and it will be 3rd down and 9, but he had a step on the DB there, and that is a good sign for Indiana. Rourke just with the slight overthrow. Price came out of the slot. He looked the wrong way for the ball, and if he'd have turned the other way just a little bit, just off his fingertips. 3rd down and 9. Huge play here for the Buckeye defense as they send 5. Back to pass. Looks, fires over the middle, and it's caught for a 1st down. Miles Price gets the grab. It looks like it's going to be about a 12-yard gain, and Indiana moves the chains. Let's go. Very tight coverage there. Price gets the grab. Styles Jr. was in coverage, and he was there. Let's go. 1st and 10. Ball is now at the 44. Rourke is in the gun. They're going to have to establish a run game today. They're trying to do that now. The handoff is to Ellison, and he's going to get about 3 yards on 1st down, and that is about what you need to get. Keep that defense guessing just a little bit. Justice Ellison has been a great back for Indiana this year. Sportscast says SMU 7-0 over Virginia as they're ranked 13th in the country right now. Back to pass, looking down the field, fires it to the sideline, and that's got to be PI. That has got to be it's got to be PI. He never turned and looked for the ball. The ball is slightly underthrown to the inside, and as the receiver goes back to get it, the defender doesn't know it's there. What's a great intelligence by the quarterback to see the defender not looking. And I can see that is the easiest call the officials will have to make all day. Igbenson. That was his 8th PI, most in FBS, so I assume they're going to target him today. There's the handoff. There's a big hole. That's Tayson Lawton. And he is going to get just a few yards there. Make it 2nd down and 8. I think it's real important to score a touchdown here. I think if you can put 7 on the board, that puts a lot of pressure on this Ohio State team. And you can play a little bit more loosely. Man in motion. There is the handoff. And he's going to bust through the hole. That's Lawton again. He's going to get about 2 yards, maybe 3. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 5, maybe 6. Am I going to win? Bro, being here today is a win. I don't know. I feel like this is a big challenge. I just don't know. 3rd down and 6. Back to pass, looking down the field, has time, fires over the middle, and it's caught for a 1st down and then some. That is Surratt as he makes the big grab in the middle of the field, and Indiana will move the chains, and let's go. Yeah, I don't know either about the Hoosiers. I know that I feel like they're competitive with this team. I feel like they're right there with them. The point is that you still have to execute. And so far, the execution for Indiana has been really good. What up, Snowman? 1st and 10. Indiana's finally made it into the red zone on this first drive. 9:11 to go. Rourke is in the gun. There's the snap, and it's going to be a handoff. And that is going to be Ellison, who's going to push forward for about 4 yards. Nice run on 1st down. Steve, it is on my end. I had the internet went completely out this morning. They just barely got me back on, and I've been choppy all day. It's really fluctuating in and out. They've been busting open these lines all day around here for something. I don't know what happened. 2nd down and 6. There's another handoff to Ellison. He's going to push forward and get really close. It's going to be about 3rd down and maybe a long one. Man, Signetti just does not look happy no matter what happens. The spot makes it a 3rd and 2. Yeah, I didn't even think I'd be on, Steve, the way it looked this morning. All right, there it goes. There's the handoff, and he's going to barrel forward for the 1st down. Justice Ellison will get the 2 he needs. And Indiana will be 1st and goal from the 5. All right, here we go. Look for a play action pass. Roll the quarterback out of the pocket here. Something to get him moving, make it nice and easy. They're going to go. Looks, play action, fires over the middle. Well defended. Oh, but they're going to throw another flag as I can't say his name, but the same guy that got the PI earlier. Yeah, he just grabbed and held. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. As my internet chilled out for a second. 1st and goal. And there goes the running back. He's going to push, and he's in. That's a touchdown. Is that Lawton? Tyson Lawton gets the touchdown. Yo, let's go. Indiana strikes first. Where is everyone, Robert? I don't know. You guys are here. That's all I care about. And IU gets the first tutty of the day. Indiana lines up for the extra point. There's the snap. Kick is up, and it is straight and true and good. Indiana's got 7. Let's go. Early 7-0 lead. Pretty stoked about that. I'm not going to lie. There it is. I suspect earlier in the day today is the reason why they're Robert, anytime I come in here early in the day, we're primarily on at night. It's very rough to get folks in here during the morning hours. The game is live on Fox. My suggestion is that if you can figure out where I'm at exactly, turn the volume off, because the only thing they did in the pregame today is kiss Ohio State's proverbial butt, talking about all their great players, and I don't want to hear none of that. This would be a monumental win for sure. Look, it just makes everything that Curt Cignetti has said this year real, right? It proves that what he's putting in the water is working. The university already seen it with the extension for Cignetti. Bumped his pay up quite a bit. They're going to do some nice renovations for the stadium. They're going to pay his coaches. They're doing what it takes to be a college football power. And for that, as a longtime Indiana fan, is exciting to have a team to cheer for. What is up, Josh? How are you doing? Finally back. Welcome. As we're hanging out in here today, watching these Hoosiers get in here and get an early lead at Ohio State, kind of take the crowd out of the game just a little bit here. Another 3 and out would be dandy coming up. Yeah, I'm just saying that, from a national standpoint, what you're going to get from commentary, right? Unless you're listening to, Learfield on the radio for Indiana, you're never going to get any kind of consideration. You're just going to be looked at until you win the game or have a significant lead. I mean, you're nothing here. And then the other way is that I told you so. It's one way it's a shock, the other is I told you so. And here we go. Indiana set to kick off. Kick is straight and it is long. He's going to field it it's going to go through the back of the end zone. Ohio State will take the touchback, and here we go again. Sports Cat dropping in his scores as he sees them happen. By the way, Wake Forest has tied Miami in that game, and Florida's got the ball right now in a 0-0 tie against Ole Miss. I feel like Florida gets the win there today. Ole Miss is out of the college football playoff, and that is a good thing. SMU is up on Virginia early. Rutgers has got a 3-0 lead against Illinois. That's kind of a surprise, too. I'm stoked about today, man. I can't quit smiling. Yeah, Beagle Sports Cats. He's a longtime supporter of ours, and he loves his college athletics. And he will always just keep dropping scores and just keep taking care of us because he's a great, great asset. Dang, Robert, is that like 1967? Is that right? Am I on the right year? Was that the 67 season that they went to the Rose Bowl, bro? So I guess that would be January of 68. Wow. Yeah, for me, I remember a few good years during Mallory where I kind of liked watching. And then, that one year with Tom Allen, and then it's been nothing but misery as my recollection of Indiana football. There's been some good players go through there. Played USC with OJ Simpson. Yeah, God. That would have been January 1st, 1968, I believe. OJ, man. There's that guy finally kicked it this year. Needed to be removed, I think. Ohio State and Michigan didn't take over the Big Ten until the 70s. There is Justin Fields at the football game today. It's another, he might be my favorite Ohio State quarterback ever. Although I do like CJ Stroud too. Who do you think the best RB2 is this year? My favorite running back's the kid from Iowa. I think he might be the best running back this year. 1st and 10, play action, he checks it down. That's blown up for a 3-yard loss. Wide receiver screen gets blown up in the backfield. What a nice hit. Nice tackle. They say it's only a 1-yard loss, but man, they must have given him forward progress. Just couldn't block. And my guy got around and gets the big hit. Second down and 11. Howard's got 2 wideouts, right and left. There we go. Play action, looking, fires it, and that is caught. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 2. Nice throw and catch there. That is number 17. And that is Tate. Good looking catch and run there. Ohio State wants to go fast. 3rd and 2. Indiana's crowding up on the line a little bit. And we're going to have 13 on the play clock. He calls an audible. 6 on the play clock. Howard's in the gun. There's the snap. Back to pass. Looking. Fires it. He gets the check down, and Ohio State has its first down of the game. And that is Judkins for Ohio State out of the backfield with the check down run. First and 10. Ball is at the 38-yard line here. He's going to hand it off. He's got some room to run. He's going to get almost 5 on 1st down. Appreciate you, Beagle. Have a great day, sir. Thank you for coming in. Enjoy your vacation. No, really nice run. Good push by the O-line from Ohio State there as he gets 5 yards on first down. Very nice play. Makes it very manageable for Howard on second down. Looking to pass. Back to throw. He steps up. He wants to run. He breaks a tackle. Thought it was a shoe on the ground, but somebody lost a piece of gear. Well, I tell you what, Howard did not hesitate. When he saw his opportunity to run, he took off. There's the handoff, and he breaks a tackle. Nice run. Don't bend him the wrong way. Looks like he's going to get about 7 yards on first down. That's Henderson. It was the 67 season, I thought maybe. I guess I'm wrong. Maybe it's my wrong. Back to pass, throws it out. It's caught. That is Tate again, and he's going to get a first down. They're going to move the chains. Yeah, that was the 68 Rose Bowl. Indiana and USC were both 9-1 in that game. Back to pass, looking, rolling out. He's got his check down, has a blocker. He dodges one. He's on down to the 25, to the 20, out of bounds at the 10-yard line. And Ohio State's moving, but we do have a penalty flag on the play. Let's see what this is. It was the 67 season, but the Rose Bowl was on January 1st in 68. Oh, an illegal block in the back, and that big play is going to go backwards for Ohio State. Let's see where the penalty occurred. Right there. I didn't see a lot of push there, but he was definitely behind him. Now it's 1st and 20. Ball's instead of being at the 10, ball's all the way back at the 45-yard line. Big mistake there for Ohio State. Howard's back to pass, looking downfield. He's got pressure, and now when he's going to lose 5 on that play, and it is going to be 2nd down and 25. I have got a frog in my throat, and I cannot get it clear. Well, that would have been a good one to see, Robert. I wish I could have saw it. I think I'll go back and watch it now. I've never seen it before. I just read about it. 2nd down and 25. And it's play action, looking down the field. He's got pressure, and Howard breaks out of the tackle. Oh, he fumbles it. Is that a turnover or an incomplete pass? Oh, my gosh. Is that a turnover or incomplete? They're going to call it intentional grounding, but he should have been outside the pocket. Let's see. He's outside the pocket. Well, there's a receiver there, and he's outside the I don't know about that. Back to pass, looking, he's got 3rd and 35. Here comes pressure. Fires it downfield, and it is caught. And they'll gain 25 on the play to Tate. That gets them to the 35. It'll be 4th and 10. And if they can work their way out of this and get some points, that's a great achievement. What a nice touch throw to the sideline to get 25 yards there. And they're going for it on 4th and 10. Oh my gosh. Ryan Day is rolling the dice early here in the first quarter. 4th and 10. Ball's at the 35. They're just outside of field goal range. Back to pass. Looking down the field. Good pressure. He gets hit. Oh, but it's completed. First down and more. Howard takes the shot. Tate makes the grab. And Ohio State's got 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Wow. Big gamble, big reward for Ohio State. The fans are back into the game again here as it's 1st and 10. And we have some kind of a timeout on the field. Don't know what that is. Yeah, you're right, King. Listen. I pretty much agreed with most of the other stuff, but the intentional grounding was horrible. First of all, he was outside the hash marks. Second of all, there was a receiver in the area. But really nice recovery, a couple good plays there right in a row to get 35 yards and a first down. I'll tell you what, I mean, how's the Queen doing? Oh, I will say that I haven't got a much chance to watch a lot of Ohio State today, but these routes that Tate runs he looks like an NFL wide receiver, and I don't even know that he's the is he the number 2 on this team? I assume Magbuka is number 1, and what is that? Smith is he's the freshman. I don't like poor officiating, Josh. No matter in which facet it comes. Yeah, I don't know. King's never mentioned a queen. Yeah, it won't be a whole lot of a raid today, but I will get you, Snowman. Let me get this looked up here. All right, here we go. First and 10, ball's at the 11. Howard's under center. He's going to hand it off, and he breaks a tackle, runs into a wall after that, gain of about 2. That will end the first quarter. And we will go to the second quarter with Indiana holding on to a 7-0 lead. If anybody would like to stop over and smash the like on Snowman's Raid or on Snowman's channel, hit the subscribe button, help a bro out. There is the link right there. Help your friendly neighborhood snowman with a few subs and a few likes. Maybe open up another window and hang out for a little while. Appreciate any help Snowman can get. Tar holes. Yeah. I have got something in my throat today, and I do not know what it is. Does he have donuts? And I could use some donuts today. I did not get much of a breakfast in. I'm looking for a big stop here. Let's get us holding them to a 3-point attempt here. I would much rather have a lead in the ball back than be tied. Second down and 8, ball is on the 9. And being one of these national games, the commercials are a little longer. You swallowed or attempted to a bourbon cork. Listen, I don't know what it is, but I was good until I got set up for this today, and I feel like I've just got a lump in my throat. Not a bourbon guy either, though, Robert. Yeah, that's true. I'm telling you, they're getting their money's worth on the commercial feed today. Indiana's basketball team struggled a little bit the other night against University of North Carolina at Greensboro. I think that team is going to take a little while to mesh up a little bit, but I feel like they're improving continuity-wise every single game. On the 27th, hopefully we'll be here for that. They will be playing the Louisville Cardinals in the battle for Atlantis. All right, they're talking to Signetti on the sideline here, and he just keeps looking at the scoreboard. And it is going to be second down and 8. Ball is at the 9. Indiana's looking for a stop here. There is the handoff. He's going to run through. He's got a lane. He's going to get all the way down to the 4, and it's going to bring up third and a couple. And this is going to be a big, big play. Ryan Day wants to stay aggressive at home, but he has got to put points on the board here. So if Indiana can get a stop, it would be to Ryan's best interest to put points on the board. So we'll see what he does, because he's already got the 4th and 10 overcome this drive. And this kid Howard looks like a real deal quarterback too. He's big and he's strong and he can run. All right, there's the handoff. There's the lane. He's going to bust forward. He's very close to the first down. Henderson looks to be short for the first down. It'll be 4th and inches. And what will the call be here? Oh, yeah, he was down short. And it is 4th and 1, and they're lining back up again. They've got them all lined up. Here we go. 4th and 1. There's the handoff. And he's going to be stopped. He's going to be short of the first down. I don't think he got it. And it's going to be a turnover on downs as the mark is a half-yard short. It's going to be Indiana's ball. Ryan Day gambles, and the Hoosiers come up big against the run here. They're going to show it from above. There is the handoff, met in backfield, and he goes down well short of the 1. And that is where he needed to get to. Down right there. He is nowhere close to the first down. And Indiana keeps the big shutout alive. And they're going to get back on the field here. Signetti's boys get the stop. 1st and 10 for Indiana. Let's go. Ryan Day gambles and doesn't get anywhere near close. Ohio State's going to be looking to try to get a safety here, as Indiana needs to clear some room. Wait, what? There's an official review? Did anybody see anything there that looked like he got that? Or is Ryan Day trying just to save face and call for the review? I don't know. Nevertheless, wow, so far we've got everything we could ask for in a game here. Huge stop by the Indiana defense right there, and they're going to review it. Looking at the first quarter, there is Will Howard is 9 of 9, 72 yards for Ohio State throwing the ball. Curtis Rourke 2 of 3. I've got a frog in my throat that I cannot get rid of. Indiana's got 21 yards rushing. Ohio State has 19. Not a lot going right now except for execution at this point. Man, I'm going to try to get this out of my throat, man. It's driving me crazy. Oh, do you like my that's for my other channel, Robert. That's my treasure hunting channel. I had that made this year. I'm going to make one for It's in the Blood too, so I can interchange them. The Ohio River does begin in Pittsburgh. Dumps into the mighty Mississippi. I'm somewhere in the middle. I've lived in the Ohio River Valley my whole life. I knew the Allegheny, Monongahela. I cannot say the other one, but cool. Yeah, he was short. I could see it the whole way. And the call holds up. It's Indiana's ball. Ohio State's got 5 rushing here. Looks like maybe they might blitz one too. Here comes pressure. Fires it, and it's caught for an 9 yard game to Surratt, and that gets some breathing room for Indiana. Oh, the history here is amazing, Robert. It gets really heated around the Civil War, but beforehand, it was really good as well. So it's a big time hobby. Second down and 1. Play action, looking downfield, fires it. And that's got to be illegal contact, but I don't think they're going to call it because the ball was overthrown. Fort Duquesne and Fort Pitt were built to control the river. I did not know that. That's a little bit too far east from my regular knowledge. 3rd and 1, the fans here at Ohio State are getting loud. They want the ball back. Clock is at 13 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 3rd down and 1. I suspect we're going to see a run play, and he busts to the outside and gets the first down and then some. And that's Ellison running like a champ. Looked like Derrick Henry just dragging guys along to the outside. Definitely one of my loves, Robert. He dragging guys with him. Justice Ellison with a nice carry there. First and 10, ball's at the 17, back to pass, looking down the field, fires it over the middle. It's caught, but it will be a short gain of about 2 yards, brings up 2nd and 8. Robert, you can't go forward in life without knowing about the past. We have to learn from our history. UMass is winning against Georgia. That's hilarious. 2nd down and 8. Rourke's in the gun, back to pass, looking down the field, checks it down. He's got some room. He's going to get really close to the first down. That's Ty-Son Lawton. He's going to be a yard short, and it's going to be 3rd and 1 once again. Oh, Robert, that would be fun. Third down and 1. They got them lined up. Is that going to be encroachment or a false start? I couldn't see. Waiting for the decision. They're going to call that a false start. I'd like to see that again as the Ohio player gets bailed out there as he's nothing but smiles. Absolutely. That's why I was really hoping that they could pull out and get a 2-score lead here. Put some pressure on that passing game of Ohio State. They're not going to re-show that, but I don't know. 3rd and 6. Rourke's in the gun. Ohio State looks like they're going to blitz. Here comes 4, and he does get sacked. Saw that coming a mile away. Curtis Rourke did not have no time, nowhere to go as they send a couple blitzers in there and just blow that play up. Ellison missed his block is the primary reason. Indiana dodges the bullet on the 4th and 1, but they cannot do anything with the ball other than a couple of – and Ohio State's going to get nice field position off the punt return, and they're going to be in positive territory. 9:42 to go here in the second quarter. Another Ryan Day has been forced to go for it on 4th down on multiple occasions. This Indiana defense has really stepped up. And it looks like we're going to be in for a dandy of a game today. That Miami Wake Forest game looks pretty good. University of Ole Miss in Florida looks good. I'm really surprised Rutgers is winning at home against Illinois today. Boston College, 17-7 over North Carolina. I haven't seen much North Carolina this year. I watched them a little bit last year because I like Drake May. Pretty nice punt for Evans there. He got 46 yards on the punt. That was a 12-yard return, and Ohio State will start in positive territory. This is where Indiana needs to get that 3 and out so they can start playing the field position game the rest of this half. One more stop here would be very, very nice for Indiana. Fort Pitt and Fort Duquesne were built during the French and Indian War, so I think I knew that part, but I didn't really realize that it was to defend the Ohio River. All right. Indiana's defense is back on the field, looking to get a stop here, get some pressure. They get a completion, and that's going to be close to a first down. 2nd down and 2. Egbuka gets a nice play there as he seems to be a big target out there. He seems to get his hands up, and it's well spoken that he's open, and Howard just delivers him the ball. Clock's still running, 9:15 to go here in the second quarter. 2nd down and 2. Howard is in the gun. Back to pass, looking. Here comes pressure. He hits his check down, and that's going to be a first. Oh, did he step out or not? I can't tell. If he didn't, it's a first down, and they're going to mark him with a first down. Let's watch that again. Fisher, who is a very good tackler, just stayed in bounds on that one. Checks it down to the wideout. He's trying to get away. He does. That's a first down, and he will go out of bounds on the other side of the field. And I think that's the first reception for him. And that is Smith with his first catch of the day. He gets 12 yards on the play. Jeremiah Smith. And this Ohio State team is starting to get some rhythm on offense here as they reach the red zone here as the ball is at the 20. Back to pass. Looking, he's got pressure. He hits his guy on in stride. Igbuka is going to get 9 yards, and it's going to be second down and short as Indiana had a blitzer, and Howard did a great job of finding the open Igbuka. Yeah, right now, Kate, it doesn't seem like Ohio State very much wants to kick field goals. They seem to have that go for it on mentality today. When their quarterback is 13 for 13 to start this game, he's been unstoppable. Second down and 1. Here's our run defense is where we've been the best. Play action, looking downfield, fires to the end zone, and it's a touchdown to Igbuka. He gets it up over the top, and Ohio State gets on the board. So the safety on the left side had creeped up just a little bit. Oh, he went with the other receiver on the crossing route. There you go. The ball looks like it was actually tipped. Extra points up and good. And we are tied. So here's my favorite part of the game. Favorite part of the game is that we have 7 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the half. And Indiana will receive the third quarter kickoff. Here's where we can put two scores back to back and distance ourselves a little bit. We just got to play some good offense. Cleveland King is in here again. And Ohio State wants to get off the field and get the ball back to try to get a lead before the half. Huge possession for Indiana going forward. And I have animals doing funky things upstairs. I shall return 1 second. Well, it's not hard to beat the commercials. Ole Miss gets a much needed touchdown against Florida. I applaud them putting Gus Johnson on the feed today, but you figured that this game here would have drew a little bit better attention as the rain has started to fall in central Ohio. Ugh. And that will go through the back of the end zone. All right, 7:22 to go before the half. There is the John Lynch. He's scouting today at this football game. Rourke's in the gun. Looking to pass. Here comes pressure. Has time, checks it down, but he overthrows his check down to Lawton just a little bit. And I'm going to make a statement that says that this Ohio State defense looks a little bit more charged up after the touchdown, like they want that ball back. And Indiana's got to keep that clock rolling, and they got to keep that ball moving. If you get stagnant against a team like this, they're going to make you pay for it. So this is a very important play. 2nd down and 10. Here comes the blitz. And that rush is going to achieve about a 3-yard run. And that is Lawton. It's going to be 3rd and about 7. Yeah, Miami and SMU seem to be on a collision course. You are correct, sir. 3rd down and 8. They're only going to give him 2 for that. This is a big play. Indiana needs to convert on 3rd down here to keep this drive alive, keep this clock a-moving. They do not want to be down at halftime. Ohio State pulls back out of the blitz, and now here they come again. Nope. Yes, they blitz guy. Layton gets hit. Rourke gets smacked. From the backside, did not read it, did not see it coming. And Indiana's forced to punt. Oh, that's a fumble and a recovery. And turnovers we cannot have, but he did not feel nor see anything on that side of the field. And Ohio State's going to have an opportunity to get the lead here after the quick turnover. Told you those Buckeyes look fired up on 1st down. Indiana's got to do something here on defense, hold this to a 3-point possession if possible. There's the blitz, throw to the back of the end zone. Going for Smith and just slightly overthrown. Yeah, so they backed out of what looked like a blitz and looked like they were dropping 8. And then 2 guys showed up from the right side on his backside, and there was nobody there to block. It was a collision course for a sack because he didn't observe the change on defense before the snap. Good job by Ohio State. 2nd down and 10. Pitch back to the running back. He's going to be blown up in the backfield. Nowhere to go. And Indiana's defense responds with an incomplete pass and a tackle for loss. That is West on the stop. I was looking at that, King. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't see it, but it kind of looked like I don't think anybody looks back like they're supposed to. I think just about everything seems like PI in college. But you're right. I don't disagree. 3rd down and 14. Here comes pressure. Howard steps up. He tries to get away, fires, and that's picked off by Indiana. Hand is on the ball, and they respond with a turnover of their own. Walker comes up with the tipped ball interception, and Indiana dodges a huge bullet. Swing a little bit of that momentum back the other direction. I mean, instrumental. Thank you, Sports Cat. Syracuse dominating UConn. I would like to hear the words. I would like to say the words dominating UConn all the rest of this year. Primarily their basketball team, because I'm a little salty, but two turnovers back to back, one by each quarterback. Curtis Rourke fumbled on the blindside sack. That's twice he's been sacked from the blind side like that with no blocking. Have to keep that in mind. And Howard just throws a nice pass down the middle of the field that it doesn't get brought in, gets tipped up a little bit, and the defender comes away with a pick. And Indiana will have another opportunity with 5:22 to go here to put together a couple first downs and start moving the ball again before halftime. Yeah, Florida's fighting back. That game there, if Florida wins that game, that knocks Mississippi out of a chance at the playoff, honestly, and that's why I've been keeping a close eye on it. Looks like Mississippi's driving again, though, in that game. I show it 2nd and 6 on the Florida 16. So as a whole today, during this first half, it looks like Indiana has held up pretty well against this Ohio State team. Looks like, I think in some aspects of the game, they look a little bit outmanned, but playing pretty well. Indiana's pass defense was probably the point of weakness on the defensive side of the ball. And so far, it's been the weakness of the defense, but they got the tip ball interception here. And let's see if they can turn it into points before halftime. Second cup of coffee for Robert. First down and 10. Ball is at the 11. High snap. There's the handoff. Ellison tries to get the edge. He does. He's going to get to the outside and be tackled at the 16. Establishing the run for either one of these teams would be a great step towards winning this game. Yeah, they've done a pretty good job. On the short yardage, the run defense has been impeccable, and they've done just enough in the passing game to keep themselves only giving up the 7 points. There is a handoff, and that time it's red, but Ellison busts a tackle, and he will run out for a first down. Had him dead to rights at the line of scrimmage, but he just kind of seems to get away from it. comes in, hits him. His blocker was not in the right position. He protects the ball after the hit and runs forward for the first down. First and 10, ball's at the 24. 4:05 to go in the half. There's the handoff. Lawton, he's going to get about 6 yards on first down. Nice run by Tyson Lawton. Let's go. Nash, I'm a Hoosier fan through and through. What's up, Montana? 7-7. 3:40 to go here in the half. Indiana is starting to try to establish a little bit on the run game. 2nd down and 4. Man in motion, shifts it to the right side. Here comes pressure, and it's going to be another handoff. Lawton's going to get to the outside. He gets the first down, and he'll step out of bounds after the first down, and it will be 1st and 10. Good to see you guys stopping in. Thank you guys very much. Smash the like today. Much appreciated going forward. Lawton put his head down and make a nice run to get the first down. Ball's at about the 35. First and 10. There's the play action. Pressure's coming, and they're just blitzing. They're sending a blind blitzer every time, and now they're going to force him by not handing the ball off there. Simon gets the sack, and by not handing it off, they're forcing Indiana into the passing game. All Ohio State is doing right now is they're seeing where they can overload the offensive line and streaking to the quarterback. And that reaches the 2-minute warning. While we're on a commercial, I'm going to let the dog in, and I shall return. Yeah, right. I'm telling you, these commercials for these national games, man, are just horrible. And furthermore, why would you want to leave Will Levis on a commercial on TV right now? Uh, Indiana needs to get some of this 18 yards back right now. It doesn't look like we missed much. Looks like Florida's got the ball back against Ole Miss at home as they're closing in on halftime as well. Miami's holding a 3-point lead and the ball, but they are second and goal with 18 seconds to go. And SMU just added a field goal, 17-0 over UVA. Second down, 18. Indiana's got to learn how to pass block here. They rush forward. Here comes pressure. Fires over the middle, and that's caught, but that's going to be for a little gain. That's Williams. And this defense is starting to impose its will a little bit. The only thing that was kind of the nullifier for that was the running game by Indiana. And Ohio State's going to burn a timeout here. If I was Ohio State, I would be 100% blitzing here, just to try to knock them back a little bit for the punt. And if I'm Indiana, I'm looking for the quick out or the check down because you know it's coming. So they're going to give him no gain on the play, third down and 18. I would be going to my best receiver and I would be going against the one that's PI prone. Ohio State's going to rush 4, hands it off to Ellison, and Ellison's only going to get about 2 yards as they got real conservative there on that play call. Did not want to take a chance. Ohio State just should have burnt their second timeout. They have one left. Fourth down, Indiana will have to punt. Mind you, Indiana will get the ball to start the second half, but they do not want to go in after half trailing. So they're going to hope their defense can hold here after the punt and take this thing to halftime in a tie. Mind you, this game is on the road and they are hanging tough. Kudos to Indiana for this first half. Just got to get it to halftime, boys. Ohio State sends pressure. There's a fumble. And oh my gosh, another mistake on a bad snap. And Ohio State will have the ball at the 5-yard line. Oh, he just dropped it. So Ohio State's going to get a chance to score here. As another mistake has occurred on the field today. And these are the mistakes that Coach just cringing over. And now they have got to try to hold here. First and goal. I don't think Howard's going to wait. I think he's going to fire it. He's going to run it, and he's going to get taken down at the 4. Second down and goal. You crowd the line and go one, and you crowd the line and don't let him run it. Go man to man. Make him beat you over the top here. Second down and goal from the 4. Going to hand it off. He's going to be blown up at the line of scrimmage. No gain. And it is going to be third and goal. Well, they're going to win next week for sure. Should you rush the field? Listen, if you rush the field, I will be here recording it. But you got to have something that says you got to be wearing a crown. That's what you got to be doing. Rush the field in a crown, and have it say King on it, and then I'll know it's you. Hands it off. He's got a lane. He's going to push it to the end zone for a touchdown, and Ohio State will score going into halftime here. Travion Henderson pushes it in. And that is not a good look right there, as the punter cost Indiana 7 points, basically. Extra point is up, and it is square, and it was good. That ain't it. That's it. Bad look. Yeah, just a bonehead play by the punter. Bonehead play by the punter there for sure. Just didn't catch the ball. It hit him right in the chest. 21 seconds to go. I'm pretty sure that Indiana will take a knee unless they get some kind of a big return here, which it'll go out of the back of the end zone. I don't suspect they will try. They may. Ohio State's defense got tight in this one. First drive, Indiana went 11 plays, 70 yards, and a score. Last 3 drives, they've accumulated 17 plays for a total of -3. A lot of sacks in that course of time. And Indiana's going to be content to take it to the house. Down 7, but they will get the ball in the third quarter. Ohio State has to feel pretty dang good. All right. Kind of a little bit of a meltdown there at the end of the half. Not horrible, but not the way you want to play on the road. And on the road, you've got to show that you're in control of the game and keep them on their heels. They're going into the locker room pretty flipping confident at this point. It is a shame that the punter muffed or he dropped the ball, or it probably more than likely would be a tie going to halftime. But one score game, I mean, inevitably, that's still pretty good too, considering you started out pretty hot. Ooh. Yeah, I like ESPN Gamecast too, Robert. It's pretty fast. It keeps you pretty well up to date. I'm just going to say hats off to the home team. Pretty good defensive outing so far. I'm not sure. I've only seen him punt. I've only seen them punt like 5 times this season, period. Adam, I don't know what I'm doing with my life until 8 o'clock tonight. Who does the Duke football team play tonight? And by the way, congratulations on the win at Arizona. You might have put Grange into hibernation for a little while because I haven't seen him around. I was wondering when the smack talk on Discord was going to start. Against Virginia Tech, your final home game. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch that basketball game last night as it started off late, and I was working for the most part. But I saw the score come across last night, and I'm pretty sure I saw your post in Discord. But anyway, congrats on the win. Let's just look at what happened in this game and kind of narrow it down. The biggest problem that Indiana is having right now is quarterback being sacked for big losses. I think that's the biggest thing that they've got to clean up at halftime is their blocking assignments and seeing that stuff. Some of that's on the quarterback to recognize it. Some of that's on players to call it out as it's coming in so that Curtis Rourke can see it. We're going to need a turnover in the second half, I believe. I believe we're going to have to do something a little special with the ball when we get it back, and then we're going to have to play defense again. This game is on Fox, Adam. Your local area Fox. It's the national game today, so I'm in dire need of a nap today. That is for dang sure. Uh-oh. What is this? Okay, I'm trying to figure out how that happened. I slept from like midnight to 6 a.m., got up at 8, then went back to sleep from 8:30 to 11. That would have been my ideal day, Robert, for sure. Because I got home last night. It was just after midnight, and I got up about 6 a.m., but I didn't go back to sleep. I saw Grange on Poncho's chat yesterday. Yeah, that's probably fair. I know that Grange and Adam just seemed whenever anything Duke and Arizona comes up, they just do battle, right? It's the battle of words. Yeah, Robert, I work a lot, so I yeah, if I wake up earlier than I need to, it's not fun. Come on. You're not going to bring up Arizona no more? Oh, come on. You will take shots whenever you get the opportunity. Kansas and Vegas will be tough. I'm just going to tell you right now. Kansas is a little different looking team than Arizona. I'm ready for the Atlantis battle for Atlantis. Indiana starts that one with Louisville. I think there's an opportunity that we might get Gonzaga out of that if we win. I'm excited about playing some of the national teams. As my basketball team is got all the talent that it needs. They've just got to learn how to play together and get a little bit more consistent. And I think they're going to be okay. I'm being attacked by a cat. Listen, kitty. Wow, that'll be a tough one too. That's a great non-conference schedule though, playing Auburn, Arizona, Kansas, Kentucky. I wish we played that kind of schedule. I'd rather be, say, 4-3 as opposed to 6-0 and not playing anybody. Still a good game, Adam, man. Anytime you play a team as tough as Auburn, get them early cocktails in. Anybody want a cat? Henceforth the crash at midnight. Yeah, I can do. Listen, I can do it too. I wish Alex, come get him. Hey, I don't need it. This Ole Miss and Florida game is going to become very huge here in a little while. Come on. All right, kitty. Send him FedEx. I'm gonna tell Alex. I said that somebody suggested that I send your cat FedEx. Like, oh, here, get a good look. Say I'm a brat. Yep, literally. Nah, he's a good cat. He's just a pain in my butt. He's lived in my basement for a while. He tries to. I don't let. Every time he does, I gotta knock him down. Un gato. Hopefully, this halftime will probably be about as short as some of them commercial breaks that we had. He's about right there. Yeah, he's 12 to 15 pounds. Oh, I despise Hunter Dickinson. Hunter Dickinson is just like I don't know. He bothers me. That's why I definitely hope you smash them because of him. Wow, 7'6". He drained a three last night. You went crazy. That's cool. You got somebody over 7 foot out there draining triples. That's something to get excited about. Who's that, Robert? A set of twin Spaniards? I don't know who that is. Are you talking about Pitt? Oh, Diaz Graham twins. Guillermo and Jorge Diaz Graham. Adam, he's talking about the two Spanish twins that play for their basketball team. 6'11". Nothing scares you and your cockiness, Adam. You got it figured out. Almost averaging a double-double. That's what I like everybody's enthusiasm about college sports. It's fun. Indiana's got to come out and score here at the start of the third quarter. Yeah, well, he's scared. He's coaching scared, Adam. That's the difference between him and Coach Krzyzewski. Everybody trusted Krzyzewski in his coaching moves. They don't trust John Shire yet. You got to get your bench guys time. And that's the problem that we have right now is that in trying to figure out who plays how many minutes and when, where, and why, and how, you tend to wear out your starters. All right, this Indiana team has got to start off the way they started the first quarter. They've got to go down and put up a score because if you let Ohio State build a lead in the second half, the good news is that they just can't run on us, so they will have to find other ways to move the ball, but we have got to get this thing tight. Let me get this. All right, guys, we're ready for the start of the third quarter. I don't think I've seen Indiana trailing at halftime yet this year, so today is the first. Kick is short. It's fair caught at the 2. And Indiana will start their first possession here in the third quarter. We need to score. Keep this game tight. Let's go. Indiana had a lot of things not go well for them in the first half. Don't know whether it's nerves or just whatnot, but they've got to correct it in the second half. First play is a handoff, and that is going to be a 5-yard run for Ellison. Adam is a Duke fan. A Duke and a Carolina Panther fan. Second down and 5. Ball is at the 30. Got a man in motion. There's the snap. Handoff. Ellison's going to push forward. And there's a fumble. And I think Ohio State may have it. And the ball's still squirming around. And I think Indiana may have got it on the second time. We will see when they uncover it. But that is a big mistake. Looks like Indiana held on to the ball, but another fumble. Oh, punch. Boy, you got to look at that ball control. All right. Third down and 3. Got to get a – I suspect a blitz is coming because that's all they've done today is overload the line and blitz. And they're going to get hit with a delay game penalty because they cannot hear because the stadium is rocking. I can't exactly hear Gus Johnson right now. I can hear the crowd, but he's talking about how loud it is there. Curtis Rourke's got to make a big play here. Back to pass. Here comes pressure. Fires it. And it is incomplete off the hands of his receiver. He got it out there in time, but Ohio State's defense holds up, and it's going to fall on the Indiana defense to get a turnover. So far, we are not looking what we need to look like if we want to win this game. Now, the punting unit's back on the field. They should go max protect here just in case. He gets the punt away. And he's going to return it. He's out past the 30. He's got a line. 40, 50. Oh, no. Here comes the Ibuka. He's going to take it all the way to the house. I don't see any flags on the play. And another special teams blunder. Oh, 20-7. Robert, he's a basketball player, right? High snap kick is good. What's up, Trevor? What's up, David? one of Duke's all-time bests. And Adam didn't know this. Well, Adam's a kid, so. All right. Well, that is not a good look for Indiana because they do not need to be down 2 scores. Ohio State has reeled off 21 unanswered points. I have to go back to my cubby hole down here so that you can't see the agony on my face as when things don't go well. Not a great situation at the moment, no, sir. There you go. Oh, come on, puppet. Why has it got to be a give and a take situation? Why can't I just have a run here? Nice. So you played basketball with him in high school? Played against him in the Dapper Dan All-Star game? That's awesome. Yeah, so today's loss is going to be because of mistakes, mental mistakes. It's 21, Sports Cat, 21-7. You missed a touchdown. There you go. All right. This becomes a very huge possession for Indiana as they buried themselves into a hole here, and now they are forced to come out here and play good. I got you. Dapper Dan was the big high school all-star game. Before McDonald's all-star game was McDonald's, huh? They've got to show something here on the road. They've got to come up and show some fight, or they may just get their way kicked right out of the college football playoff. Let's see what they got. Resilience is important. There needs to be a football Space Jam movie. 1st and 10. Rourke's in the gun. And I know they're going to start it with a run here because they are not ready. There goes Lawton. He's going to get through, and he's going to get 8 yards on 1st down. And I don't think Indiana needs to abandon the run just yet. They need to get this back to a 1-score game and rely on their defense a little bit. 2nd down and 2. Got you, Robert. 2nd and 2. Rourke is in the gun. He's going to go handoff. No, play action, and it's dropped. Cooper Jr., the ball was a little bit low, but he dropped it. They cannot afford to go 3 and out. Cannot afford to go 3 and out. All the momentum is on the Ohio State side of the ball right now. The fans are getting super loud. You cannot afford to go 3 and out. 3rd down and 2. Honestly, I run the ball. Oh my gosh. Looking, fires it, and it's incomplete. And it's 4th down and 2. And I don't know what Cignetti does here. Does he trust his defense? 10 and 0 versus 9 and 1. And Indiana's forced to punt. There's the snap. It's clean. He gets it away clean. And just if it wasn't for a couple of mishaps, this game could be less than a 1-score game as that goes out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Ohio State will take over there. Adam, that won't be until the NCAA tournament if it happens, I don't believe. You guys are not in the battle for Atlantis, are you? Ohio State and Michigan next week? I highly doubt it, King. Yeah, that's the tournament that's next weekend. Starts the 27th through the 30th, I think. Starts, and it's the battle for Atlantis. Other than that, I don't think that there's any possibility. NCAA tournament. Oh no, Sports Cat, I completely disagree. If they lose by 1, that means they played up to the level of competition. If they lose by 28, then they go down right on the outside looking in. I didn't think so because I thought it was Gonzaga, Louisville. I did think that there was an ACC team in it. Let me look. Battle for Atlantis tournament. Baylor. Oh, wait. Arizona, Davidson, Gonzaga, Indiana, Louisville, Oklahoma, Providence, and West Virginia. There's some of them teams I'd like to have a shot at. Because they accepted. I know they send out invites for those tournaments a while in advance, and then I think they have their second and third choices and stuff like that. All right. Huge defensive series for Indiana here. Down 2 scores. Howard, oh, there goes my TV messing up. Fires it downfield, and it is caught. He hits the corner route, and that is Igbuka. Really nice play call there. Ball's at midfield. Ohio State is rolling right now. And there's the run. Indiana's pretty good against the run. They're only going to get a couple yards there. Robert Adams just bitching. It is 2nd down and 7. It is huge that Indiana gets a stop here. They're going to try to run to the edge, but there's no room to go there as the run defense is on time right now. I don't know how else to put it, man. I'm sure if Duke would have wanted to be there, Davidson could have stayed home. But I'm guessing that they picked Louisville out of the ACC. Back to pass, looking down the field, fires it, and that is caught. Another good play. They're hitting those out routes on the sideline just perfectly. You're just a chill guy. Nah, I don't know about all that. All right, it's 1st and 10. Ball's at the 34. Ohio State's going for the throat here. There's a snap. There's a handoff, and he doesn't have much room, but he barrels forward and gets a good run for 5 yards. Yeah, when your teams are playing, you've just got it's like you flip into a totally different person. Second down and 5. Ball's at the 29. Handoff, going to push forward. He breaks a tackle. Nice run for the first down for Ohio State. And they are down inside the red zone. Believe that. Let's go, Tiffany. We're hoping for a turnover here, my dear. 1st and 10. Ball's at the 21. Howard's under center. Man in motion. There's the sweep. Hands it off. He breaks the first tackle. He's around to the 10, down to the 7. Make it the 8. And that is the freshman Smith, who they're trying to find ways to get him involved. I haven't heard Lefty Drizel's name in a long time, Robert. Really good coach. I think we can all agree if Ohio State gets a touchdown here, it's going to be pretty much to the max. I don't know that they were better with Curry. They sure were competitive with Duke then. There's the snap. There's the handoff. And he's going to break a few tackles, and he's going to get it down inside the 5. Like I say, I don't know about better, but boy, I know they sure were competitive because I know that when they played their early season rivalry game, it was fun to watch. And Steph could just pull up from just about anywhere and drain it. We have a timeout for an injury on the field. Yeah, Lefty made his bones at Davidson in order to get the Maryland gig. I remember, didn't he finish at like JMU or someplace like that? When he left Maryland, he went backwards a little bit to smaller schools. You knew Daddy Dell? Dell, yeah, I remember Dell Curry. He wasn't nowhere near as good as his son. For some reason, I felt like Dell Curry played in the Big Ten. Trying to remember. I want to say Illinois, but I don't know. No, Virginia Tech. James Madison's where Lefty Drizel. I think he finished his career there, or maybe he went one more after. But he was a good coach. And Del Curry played his college at Virginia Tech. Oh, it's starting to nerve me. I need a turnover again. Need something good to happen in down here to get some momentum. 6:55 to go here in the third quarter. This game has not went the way we wanted it. Old Metro Conference, Louisville, Virginia Tech, Cincinnati. I believe Charlotte was in that. Handoff, and that's going to be stopped, and then he breaks it, and he almost gets into the for a touchdown, but he's going to be stopped a yard short. Is Lefty still alive? Wow. I thought he was an older guy when I watched him coach in the 80s and 90s. All right, huge play. Play action, looking it over, fires it to the end zone, touchdown. Extra point is up, and it is good. Lefty Drizel is 93. That's it. We can't allow him no more points. 28's it. They have got to show some kind of fight or they move right to the bottom, though. And then they should win next week. I don't see a one-loss team not making it, but boy, it would sure be nice. That's why you want to see teams like Mississippi lose too, just in case. They have not figured out how to take misfortune and bad luck and correct it. And this is their opportunity to do so. The score up to this point doesn't much matter as far as the college football playoff. How they handle the rest of this game does. If this game goes to 49-7, then then that might push them the other direction. But if they fight back to 28, 31-14, 31-21, something like that. All right, 1st and 10. These last 21 minutes mean a lot to in my opinion. They're going to hand it off. There goes Lawton. He's going to bust through for a big gainer. Gets about 12 yards on 1st down. And as long as they can continue to run the ball, they can move it. But they've just got to get out of this. I think they just need to stay on the ground until they're stopped, honestly. Play action or something to get this defense offset and hit a deep ball. They started this game throwing to their wide receivers, haven't done it much of late. There's a run to the outside. Lawton breaks a tackle. He's at the 40, 50, 45, 40 out of bounds. Nice run by Lawton there, and Indiana's on the move. I need y'all to get this one for me. I don't know that they're, I just feel like they were headed for a letdown. All right, 1st and 10, ball's at the 42. They're going to go hand off to the left. He's going to get 2 yards. All came on the first drive, I believe, for the most part. Ellison's back into the game. Lawton comes off the field slow. 2nd down and 8. There's the snap. Hands it off to Ellison. He has nowhere to go. They sniffed that one out, and it's going to be 3rd down and long. They can't leave Rourke in the pocket. Third down and 11. Lost the 3 on that play. Here comes pressure. Checks it. And Rourke is just rushed into throwing everything. And I don't see where they can afford to go, but they're probably going to have to. Indiana's going to take a timeout to talk about this on 4th and 11. Man, I'll tell you what, I've got to find some food. I think I'm famished. I got to eat. How's it going? Never mind.
murder you.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting there, bro. I kind of feared this today, but like I said, they've got to put it together and at least play tough down the stretch here to where it feels like they're competitive. That's the goal. McNuggets and fries from McDonald's. I don't do McDonald's. And Indiana has chosen against going for it on fourth down. They're going to punt. That one health inspector. First and 10, ball's at the 9. Going to go handoff. And that's going to be blown up for a 2-yard gain. Second down 7. Indiana needs a turnover desperately. Desperately. Got a bunch to the left, pitches it out for the sweep. They're going to cut him off and take him out of bounds after about a 3-yard gain. It'll be third down, and it looks like 4. Yeah, John, I was trying to push my Indiana Hoosiers to a win today. It hasn't worked out so far. But I've been in here for 3 games this year. Maybe 4. Indiana needs to stop right now. They got to have one. Howard's back to pass. He comes to blitz, and it's broken up. Make him throw it a little bit early. Pons, the little 5'9" DB, gets his hand in there, and Ohio State will have to punt. First positive thing that's happened for Indiana in a while. Florida's leading by 3 with the ball on their own 11. 5:28 to go in the third there. Ohio State punts. Here comes the return. Fair catch is called for. Curtis Rourke has not done anything in this game. All right, 1st and 10. Got to get something going on the offensive end. And right now, the run game's kind of got to go away. You've got to prove you can push it. Here comes the blitz. And they get him again. You've got to fix this problem. They're going to have to go into some 12 personnel and max protect because as it stands right now, he can't get the ball out of his hands fast enough, and the running backs are not picking up the blitz. What's up, Balin? And here we go. You lose 7 yards, and then you go right back to the run, which gets you back to 3rd and about 10. So no shots taken in this game, or since early on in this game. The wide receivers have been null and void. You got to learn from it, Balin. That's absolutely correct. You got to get 8 yards here or better. Watch where your blitz is coming from. And let's go. No pickup. And there is nobody picking up the blitz. And another punt yet, and that will end the 3rd quarter. We'll chat about this here in just a minute. Get the scoreboard up. Yeah, I mean, the thing of it is that Indiana's trying to spread the field and get everybody out there, but Ohio State trusts their secondary, whether it be zone or man-to-man, to send the extra guy blitzing, and they're just running a slight delayed blitz, like on the stunts, and they're going across the edge, and they're just looking for the seam, getting in there really quick as they approach the line at the last second. It's at this point, you've got to let your quarterback throw the ball, so you've got to come up with some max protect, formations here where you get maybe 2 tight ends, and you got to do something to pick up that blitz because you got to let your quarterback throw it. That's the 5th sack, and he's lost. They've lost more yardage on. He's lost as many yards being sacked as he has made throwing the ball today. The passing game has went from effective to ineffective. I knew IU probably wouldn't win. I agree. But at least be explosive on offense. Good learning curve here. I'm just afraid that they're going to get knocked back because of the way this game looks. And And I don't think that's a fair assessment because this Ohio State team is pretty solid personnel wise and pretty comparable to like uh, Michigan's personnel. The Nebraska team's got some good kids on it. Um, just I just don't want them to be ridiculed for this one game. But they have got to try some different formations because they can't just keep running the same 4 wide out spread. John, I think so. I don't even think it needed to be that close. I think it just needed to be competitive. That's the question. How far will they drop them? You can only play the schedule you're given. Bad snap, but he gets it this time. And he ran one all the way to the house earlier. This time he has nowhere to go. Picks it up on one hop, and Ohio State will be on the field. Yeah, they've tried running some screens though, Robert, and the throws are having to come out too fast, so they're low at people's feet, too far ahead, too far over their head. They've just made Rourke very uncomfortable today. And I'm talking, he's not had any time whatsoever to throw the ball. These blitzes are coming fast and they're coming hard from guys that can get there. First and 10, checks it down. It's complete, but it's a 2-yard gain. Second down and 7. That was a gain of 3 on the play. There's the handoff. He's going to barrel through the hole. And this defense is finally starting to slack off a little bit because I think they're just giving up a little bit at this point. And that is a first down run straight up the gut. First and 10, ball's at the 41. There's another handoff. He's going to be stopped a yard behind the line of scrimmage. Counterplays work against super aggressive Ds. Yes, sir. There's the handoff. He's trying to get the edge. He cuts back, and there's just nobody there to stop him. He's going to get 3 yards on the cutback. Oh, goodness. Sandwich and a nap. Let's go. Still hoping for a turnover here. 3rd and 7. Back to pass, looking, fires over the middle, complete. And that's going to be 4th and a long one. And they're going to make Ohio State's going to go for it here. Yeah, just because Indiana's ran the ball a little bit more time of possession. Stack the box. Play action, looking downfield. He's going for it over the middle, and it's complete. Indiana's defense looks so out of sorts right now. First and 10, ball's at the 25, approaching the red zone again. Fires over the middle. Oh, nobody was there. If he would have fired it to his guy there, it would have been an interception because we jumped the route. Second down and 10. Ball is at the 25. Ohio State's driving play. I know they hand it off. False start on the offense, a little extracurricular after the play. And I don't think anybody really heard the whistle blow there. It's going to knock them back to 2nd down and 15 now. All right, here we go. 2nd and 15. Ball is back at the 30 now. There's a snap, looking to pass, picks up the blitzer, checks it down. He's open, he catches it. He's going to make some yards. Goes out of bounds at the 24-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and long, but there is a flag. Looks like 3rd and 9, but there is a penalty flag. And that's going to be another illegal block. All right, that runs it back to 2nd down and 22. And they've knocked themselves out of field goal range. There's the handoff. Has nowhere to go. It's going to be 3rd and 21. 3rd and 21. And we have a timeout on the field as the play clock was about to expire. Dragging this thing on. What are those? Bouncy donuts? Robert, thank you. I appreciate the hanging out with me today, sir. Number one football show. Hello. I hope I'll be as big as you are one day. I got 0 viewers on my stream for this game, unfortunately. Hey, we've been working at this for a long time, buddy. It just takes a lot of personality and being here. Back to pass, looking down the field, fires over the middle, and that is caught. What a grab. No, it's incomplete. Good defense as he didn't come down in bounds. And that is the rookie Smith. They're talking about it. I thought it was a catch. That should be a catch. Yeah, like I always, you got to have a side conversation when the game's not super exciting or what it's intended to be. Ohio State is going to attempt a field goal here. It will be a 45-yard attempt. We have not seen a field goal attempt yet today. Kick is up. It looks good and it curves in, and that is a field goal. 31 for Ohio State. Animal, you always get credit, dude. Yeah, it's just it looks when you're playing against these top tier programs that have been here, that have been on top, it's not you can't afford to make any mistakes, right? When you're playing against a top tier team, Ohio State is a top tier team. They were a playoff predicted team from day one. We knew they were going to be there, and you're an upstart. And you've got to learn how to play in these games. That's called progression. And right now, today, they didn't have answers for a lot of what happened in here because I'm sure it wasn't part of their game plan. They found a way to take an Ohio State come up with a blitz package today to take away the passing game. And they completely did a great job of it. It was unexpected. I don't think Indiana has any like 12 personnel sets where they run two tight ends for max protection. And I think overloading that line and with the delayed blitzing has really been a huge problem. It's not something that Cignetti planned for. It's obvious, or they would have corrected it in game. So at this point, the only thing they have to combat the blitz is the running game, which inevitably eats the clock, and they don't have time to do that. So they're stuck in a conundrum because they don't know how to block this defense. 306. Number one, I'm going to tell you, if you go back to the very beginning of this channel, Alex and I streamed to nobody. We streamed, talked to nobody for a long time. And finally, different things worked out using things like SEO and stuff like that. We finally started getting a little bit of of a fan base, not necessarily a fan base, but people that thought like we did, and we ended up making friends and having just a good time in here, and that's what it's about. Tom Grossi picked us up one time and brought a bunch of people in here, and some of them stayed because the one thing that we offer that some of the other places don't is the ability to have your opinion heard. All right, Rourke's back on the field. 1st and 10. Ball's at the 25-yard line. Going to go and hand it off to Lawton, who's going to try to get to the outside 2-yard gain. Mississippi and Florida is deadlocked at 17. Florida's got the ball on their own 33 in the fourth quarter. That is a huge game for Ole Miss as they cannot afford to lose it. All right, there's a 2nd down. They're going to run it again. Lawton is going to push forward. He's going to be short. It's going to be 3rd down and about 3. As Cignetti really is realizing that he is not going to be able to pass the ball, I don't think. Adam, you like that, don't you? Makes you giggle every time he puts that Boston College, North Carolina score up. 41-7? F you, North Carolina. 3rd down and 3. Let's get a drive together to finish this game with some respect. Handoff, 1st down. Look, let's put it into perspective. If this Indiana team could have got and kept on a lead today, they could have ran the ball all afternoon. Thank you, number one. Appreciate you. They could have ran the ball all afternoon and made this very tough, but they got behind. There's Ellison on the first down run, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know why they're marking him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down and 11. Jacksonville State with the win over Sam Houston State, 21-11. There's the snap. Well, it's coming anyway. Back to pass, looking. He's got time. Fires it on the slant. And there's Surratt's first catch since the first quarter, and that is for a first down. Indiana goes into the hurry up. There's the snap. Back to pass. Looking down the field. It's going to let it go deep. Throw is errant and out of bounds. 5:53 to go. Florida is driving. They're all the way down. They're in the red zone now. Second down and 5 on Mississippi 9. And that would be a big score if they could put up a tutty right here. Miami's dominated Wake in the second half. SMU's blowing out Virginia. Here comes the blitz. Hands it off. And that'll be a 3-yard gain on second down. Boy, they keep showing that errant punt, which gave Ohio State the lead. And then, you got to look. This game's a lot closer than what you think, because the errant punt that gave them 7 points and then the punt return for a touchdown. Rourke's back to pass, looking. He has time, throws it. And it's going to be fourth down and about a yard or two. Looks like it's 4th and 1. Getting blown out on the CW is embarrassing. 4th and 1. Here comes pressure. Oh, and Rourke kept the ball, faked the handoff. Nobody saw that coming. Oh, yeah, special teams. Turnover on an attempted punt that turned into 7 points, and then a punt return for a touchdown has been the biggest difference. For sure. I would say back to pass, looking down the field. Rourke has time, fires it over the middle, incomplete. I would also say that Ohio State's blitzing packages against the passing game and ability to cover one-on-one on the outside while running these different blitzing packages has been the biggest detriment to Indiana's offense. Back to pass, looks, fires, tipped up and incomplete. Surratt hit off his shoulder pad, it looked like, bounced straight up in the air. And this Indiana team just doesn't look like itself today. But that's what happens when you play top-notch competition. They take you out of what you want to do and effectively change your game plan. No answers today for Indiana against Ohio State. 3rd down and 10, 3:51 to go. There's going to go play action. No, he hands it off. Ellison's going to push forward, and he's going to run for the first down. They have definitely been able to get more out of the running game than the passing game as far as these plays. They're going to go hurry up. Back to pass, looking down the field, fires it, and that is caught on the outside. Nice play. That's Cooper Jr., I believe. That's a catch. And Florida has just taken the lead on Mississippi. They're up 24-17 with 7:40 to go. Ole Miss is in dire straits at this point. They cannot afford to lose this game. First and 5, balls at the 19. Indiana's at the red zone. A touchdown here would make the day feel a little better. Rourke is going to run it, and he's going to run for the first down, which is a different wrinkle in the offense that they should have implemented earlier. Listen, Balin, I can pick this game apart top to bottom and see all the deficiencies, but this is still a very good team that's played some very good football to get here. And I'm not taking, if you would have been here at the beginning, this was one of those I'm proud to be here moments. And feel like we're still better than a lot of them. There's the handoff to the right. He's going to try to get it off the edge, and he might get a yard or two. Ellison. When we step on the field next year, Balin, when this team steps on the field next year, the roster is going to be significantly more talented and better than this year. And this year's roster is significantly more talented and better than last year's. Back to pass, fires it, and that's got to be PI. He doesn't turn and look at the ball. He just tackles. So that PI in the right there will move the ball down to the 2. Indiana has an opportunity to trim this lead. Balin, I've never been so excited for Indiana football in my life. He did. John. However, the recruiting class and even with the players that he brought, none of those guys were highly recruited guys. I think there's more 4 and 5 stars on this Ohio State team. They've got like a top player at every position. And it's just a little bit tougher sell, right? That will come for Indiana as they go forward. As of right now, it's he's put the best roster together that he could and still went 10-0, and that's impressive. Looks like Florida's got the ball back with the 6 minutes to go. And they've got Ole Miss is back against the wall. Oh, me too. I'm stoked. Next week we got a chance to put it to Purdue a little bit, and then I don't think there's any opportunity to still play in the Big Ten championship after today. I don't know how that would happen. I guess if Ohio State lost. Oh, for real? Yes, sir. The players that he brought definitely helped this roster. All right, here's how that works. They just announced it. There is a run, and Tyson Lawton gets into the end zone, and that is another touchdown for Indiana. So, if you're hoping for Indiana to be in the Big Ten championship, here's what needs to happen. Ohio State loses to Michigan, and if Penn State loses one more loses this week, which I think they might lose this week, then they still have an opportunity, and that means Indiana has to win next week. Indiana has decided to go for 2 here. They are down 18. Trying to get this back to a 2-possession game. There's a snap, back to pass, fires it to the back of the end zone, caught. Cooper Jr. with the 2-point conversion, and Indiana's cut the lead to 16. Yeah, I don't think Ohio State's losing to Michigan next week, though. Let's just be honest. Michigan struggled all year. Connor Stallions I don't know who that is, but they just got somebody today. I heard something. I think this moves us right down to I think it moves us to the 10 spot, depending upon how other teams do today. But right now, um, with 5:46 to go, Florida's winning, which helps. SMU dominating UVA runs them up higher. I think that really puts us right at that 10 spot. I mean, honestly, if they push them out, that's going to be kind of unheard of, especially in the modern era for one-loss teams. But that's the way that it is. What's up, Brockton? How you doing? All right, Indiana's lined up for the onside kick. Here we go. It's a good one, but it goes out of bounds. I think so, Balin. I mean, I think it pushes us to the bottom of the heap, which is fair based on strength of schedule, and all things considered. If this would have been a 3-point game here today, I think we would have dropped maybe 2 spots. Instead, we dropped 5. This Ohio State team is full of talent. Just you, it was David versus Goliath starting the day. And there's the run. He's going to blow it all the way for a touchdown. And he sets down. But he understood that he knows that if he scores there, then, I mean, it doesn't matter really. But now they can just run the clock out. Ohio State burns a timeout there, 1:11 to go. And the fans are starting to cheer because they know this game is now over. On November 30th, Indiana plays Purdue and Ohio State plays Michigan. Michigan has a roster that can come in here and compete. They just haven't put it together as a team this year. So, but what this really does is this really sets Indiana down towards where they have something to play for because they have to win next week. But I think they'll hold their position in the playoff. Alex, let's see. Hang on a second. I had reasons. Oops, not that one. I had my reasons to go tiny today. They're going to take one more knee, and this will go to the end. He's going to push it in for a touchdown here. I'm kind of surprised at that, but hey. We'll just go ahead and call it 38. Kick us up, and it is good. And that's going to wrap us up today, folks. Not the result we came in looking for today, but all the same, had a pretty good day. Mississippi did get the ball back down 7, and they are on their own 41, 2nd down and 2, so that could be huge. SMU dominated Virginia today, and Miami in the second half just blew out Wake Forest. Did I break the layout again? No. I set one of those small ones up for another reason. I'll explain it. Just right now, it doesn't seem like the best time. I set it up in case I wanted to put another document on the screen with the scoreboard. There you go, Adam. Boston College, 41-21 over North Carolina. And that will go through the back of the end zone, and that will be a touchback. Indiana's got 35 seconds to go. They run their offense back out there. They're going to hand the ball off. And Tyson Lawton should be the last play of the game, I would assume. I don't know if they're going to run across the field. Signetti comes over and meets Ryan Day in the middle. They have a brash handshake, and they go about their business. And this will be it. Takes it to our final score of the day. And as unhappy as I am about it, we still got one more week. And in our first season under a new coach, we still look like we're headed for the college football playoff. Only 11 other teams will be able to say that they get to do that. So I think no matter what, the season is a win. Balin, you're absolutely correct. We'll take what we can get. Ohio State is a tough beat. I don't care who you are. And we'll take it. It's not what we wanted today. We wanted to come out here and shock the world. Didn't quite happen. Oh, I mean, I still got football season. What are you talking about? I mean, we're going to get an opportunity to compete for a national championship unless something drastic happens with the committee. Honestly, I couldn't ask for anything more. It's like I don't know. It's like losing in the Big Ten tournament, but knowing you're still going to be a top 5 seed in the big dance. I mean, the big dance is where the importance lies. This is just a game that I think Indiana really wanted to really cement themselves in that playoff. Now they're gonna go into that playoff with people talking about them with a little bit of doubt, and that's because their strength of schedule this season is ranked 103rd. But that is what it is. Sports Cat got it 38-15. That last touchdown seemed a little unnecessary, but okay. We'll take it for what it is. Come on, Adam. Cut him a break. But you guys hung out today. I definitely appreciate it. Best of luck to the Hoosiers next week against Purdue. I don't know that I can be here for the Old Oak and Bucket game, but if I can and will, I will. If not, I will see you guys for sure on Sunday night. Unless something comes up